hello, 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 hello. Okay, we are live. We are live for the next session. We are live right now on Magnicraft page, Magnicraft page, and we're going to just touch something so briefly today. I just want to wait for a few persons to join. You're welcome to today's live broadcast all the way from the city of Abuja. And the city of Abuja. So I'm going to kick off. I know a lot of people are going to catch up, be able to replay the video if you cannot make it live. Yesterday we talked on the benefit of community analysis, and then a church will reach out to me to see how they can do that. It helps your decision, okay? Today we're going to talk something different. Some of the things I'm sharing are not exhaustive. They're just for us to just get some tips in handling our church, okay? My name again is Niyi Dunmade. I'm the CEO of Magnicraft Consulting Limited. I'm a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting, okay? Society of Church Consulting in the US. And today I'll be speaking on the use of big data in a virtual church, okay? The use of big data in a virtual church. The use of big data in a virtual church. So one of the things that I want us to accept that we aren't going back to the normal. We are going back to a new normal, and as a church, as a leader, we should be ready to adapt to change. If you don't want to adapt to change, a lot of things are going to go wrong. In fact, most animals who don't want to adapt to change go extinct. So let's understand that the normal, which was a physical church having a digital presence, has been swapped. Okay, now we are a digital church having a physical presence. So let's don't take it the way right up. So digital will lead and not follow. Digital will lead and not follow. And then, because of the fact that we have gone virtual, we are not taking attendance anymore. We are not taking some statistics that helps in decision making. But then today I want to just talk on what kind of data can you gather to make better ministry decisions and make your church relevant with the gospel. So data is very, 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 very important, because whatever you are doing, you have to be data informed. Okay, data informed. If at all you are not data driven, you must be able to bring the information on the table, because information is power. And healthy church has some vital signs, has some vital index or metrics. And when a healthy church is healthy, of course, that church will be wealthy. In Acts chapter 6, you could see that there was a problem, a structural problem, a leadership problem. And when they resolved the leadership problem, before then, they called all the multitudes of disciples to be able to hear them. They were able to do a fact-finding mission to get them involved in the running of the church, because the running of the church was becoming problematic. The widows were complaining that the food or the daily ministration was not reaching them. And then when they made a decision, the Bible says that decision pleased the whole multitude. And the ripple effect was that the leaders, the priests, were also obedient to the faith. So how do we get data? Data can be from primary sources, from secondary sources, and from tertiary sources. You can do a pool survey. You can do take census of your community, do a kind of assessment, take some form of feedback from the first timers who have been watching you online. How has it been? How do you make a lot of analysis on terms of demographics of the people that are watching you online, media graphics, how do they like to digest information, psychographics, and all those things. It helps, okay? And keeping records also makes you to look at trends, patterns, okay, preferences, outcomes, behavioral traits. Okay, it makes you look at all those trends and patterns. And when you see a trend, it means that you are consistently doing something that is producing that trend. And when you don't like that trend, you need to look at the things that are producing that outcome or that pattern and alter it. Okay? Alter it in such a way that you're going to have some other trends, some other things that are going to give you the different result. Because it's only a foolish man that always want to do the same thing and expect a different result. Tracking everything is what I would advise every church. Now that we're not meeting in our four walls, a lot of information have been distorted, and looking at it holistically, it might be a bit difficult. But the fact that you are online does not mean you should not be able to record everything that is going on. How many people are watching you online? How many people are engaged? How many comments are you having? How many likes are you having? How many people do a little pool of survey of maybe 20 to 50 people who are watching you online? How was it? Where can we improve? Because if you don't improve, you're going to just decline. Okay? Now, the thing is, when we see some of those patterns that we don't like, we should do something about it. Because those things have a way of reinforcing behavior and culture and interactions that is either positive or negative. Now, the use of big data should be able to let you know that we need to create a new scoreboard, a new dashboard. I remember my car, when someone gave me that car, I could see the dashboard, okay? The dashboard gives a lot of information. And you see, I can tell you that if you do not pay attention to the details on the dashboard, you're going to find out that that car is going to pack up someday. All those lights, all those indicators, all those metric indicators on the dashboard, they actually mean a lot. With alignment, fuel gauge, temperature of the engine, whatever, speedometer, and things like that, it helps your progress, it helps your momentum, it helps your decision making. All right? And when you get all those informations from whatever medium you're going to have, maybe it's pool or is a survey or feedback or whatever medium you're used to get information, make sure that it helps you to serve the people better through tailored messages, blog content. Your sermons are addressing the need of the people. You are able to get some Sunday school lessons that can actually address the need of the people. Of course, data too can also help you in outreach programs. You are spending money, but the outreach is not really felt. You see, it's not about just giving food or do things in such a way that it is data informed. These are things that they need. These are things that they want. This is how they want it. And then by the time you follow that process, you find out that you have people who are happy and engaged with the activities you are doing. Three things I'm going to say. What gets measured reveals our motives. A lot of churches have missed it all along because they have been putting all their metrics on attendance and income. But there's a lot. Okay, when you go to the hospital, they take your blood pressure and your temperature, but that's not all the indicators that we can use to say that a church is healthy. There are quite a lot that you can actually use to detect that a church is actually making progress and healthy. So what gets measured reveals our motives. Okay, we must ensure that what we are actually measuring is actually in alignment with what God wants, or else it's going to begin to pop up your pride and get you into a wrong perspective that is not good for your church. What gets measured also reveals our priorities. And I must say, the priority of the church is to make mature disciples. So, even when we are on a virtual church, we need to be able to say how many converts have you had? How many people have been baptized in water or baptized in the Spirit? How many disciples have we been processing? Okay, because that's what is very key. We need to ensure that we focus on the mission. How many converts have we had? One of the pastors that I spoke to was so concerned, and he felt that, oh, this pandemic is going to alter the flow of converts and people who are going to have indicate their interest for water baptism. And he told me that, oh, there were about 27 people that gave their life to Christ in the last 4 weeks, and 19 also indicated for water baptism. The fact that we are in lockdown does not mean that you cannot have water baptism or baptism of the Spirit. Then the other thing is, what get measured should matter to Jesus, to matter to God. Whatever that we are measuring must matter to Jesus. Okay, disciple making convert, mission participation. Okay, how are we making sure that the mission of the church is actually carried out, is actually lived out, is actually implemented in our churches? Okay, movement making, those are the areas we need to look at. So data also helps you to look at to know the preference of the church, the outcomes of the church, the behavioral interactions and things like that, to make sure that you're able to make quality decisions. Okay, now the thing is that human beings are not constant. I said that yesterday, and the taste and likes and preferences changes. And so you need to make sure that you have a system whereby you are making fact-finding mission to know the pulse of the church. I advise that churches should test the pulse of the church as often as possible, because people change, people evolve, people just, I don't need this anymore. This is what I want. And by the time when they change like that, you should be able to change in such a way that whatever decision you are making is actually helping the people that are evolving with their likes and dislikes. Information is very powerful, because if you are not informed, there's a way that it can be damaging and be deforming a lot of things in your church. So, but the thing is, when the whole body is working in alignment together, you find out that there is what? Health in that church. There's health in that church. Okay, I want to wrap up here. If you want me to help you, I can help you to create a dashboard for you. It's such a form of dashboard like this that you can be able to see. Your own is just to put the data entry, it analyzes for you. Because what metrics is important to one church might be different for another church, because of the fact that we are all having different visions. Okay, a church might place more emphasis on water baptism, while others might place more emphasis on maturity of the disciple. So we all have different areas at which. So when you get all this data, you begin to ask a lot of questions. What do we need to improve? Okay, how can we improve? What do we need to change? What don't we need to change? What can we change? Okay, what do we need to add to make sure that our services are better? What do we need to stop? Okay, what are the things we need to eliminate? But right now, before the church is open, I'm going to talk on a church relaunch checklist. Okay, so that you know the things that should stop. I started earlier that now the church is a digital organization having a physical presence. Okay, not that it's a physical presence that is trying to have a digital presence. Okay, so the thing has changed. So we need to make sure that we get all this information to help us lead and manage our church through this crisis, through post-COVID-19 era, and make sure that the church is strong. I believe that this COVID-19 is going to make many churches stronger, many churches better and healthier. Okay, so reach out to me. There are quite a lot of metrics that we can use to be able to know how a church is doing. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up here, and then on Monday I'll be coming with another tips on Monday Morning Matters. On Monday Morning Matters, it happens every Monday morning, and of course, that if you need a lot of videos, go on my page. You will see quite a lot of videos there. Go like it and then share it. You'll see quite a lot of information there. you have any question, please reach out to me. I'll be able to answer any question. You want to know how to lead and manage your church with effective data, it will help. I will be able to help you in whatever way I can. All right. So today we just talked on big data and how you're going to use it to advance and move your church forward. Okay. More is to come on digital discipleship, and then church relaunch checklist, and quite a lot of things in the month of May. And then we're going to kick it off very, 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 very strong by May, because I know by God's grace our churches are going to reopen, and it's going to let us have a wonderful reopening in May. All right. So I'm Niyi Dunmade, your certified church consultant. I'm a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Let's see how we can record all the things we need to record, keep proper records. The fact that it's a church does not mean that we should not keep proper records, so that it can help us to make a well-informed, better ministry decisions. Thank you so much. Till I come your way again on Monday. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you.